What is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? This is your boy Is Nefarious here. I'm here for another edition of your Hartford Whalers series, where we simulate as the GM and let the head coach do all the work as far as lines and things like that. We are just the GM in this series. But before I continue, if you're liking the content, please hit that like button down below. If you're enjoying it and you want to comment on what you want to see next or some changes we might need to make to the series, go ahead and comment below as well. And if you're really, really liking it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and hit the little notifications button as well to make sure you get notifications on all things Is Nefarious related. So here we are. We got the Hartford Whalers. Last season wasn't great. We finished, I believe, we were the ninth overall draft pick, so we finished 23rd or 22nd, something like that. Actually, no, 23rd, 24th or 25th, something like that. But taking a look at the new lines, we made big moves in the offseason. Steven Stamkos is still here. We're trying to get to a point where we're able to compete. And we might have done it. Let's go ahead and just make sure these are the right lines. The lines are going to be Steven Stamkos, Christian Dvorak, Mikko Rantanen. You got Capo Caco, Ross Colton, and Taylor Hall. Taylor Hall and Rantanen both being big additions. Capo Caco was on the team last year, but didn't see no playing time. Brock Besser, Shane Pinto, who had a phenomenal AHL season, and Marcus Johansson. Then you're going to have Alexei Toropchenko, and then you're going to have Elias Anderson and Luke Kunin to finish out the forward group. Taking a look at the defense, you got Jamie Alexiak, you got Brett Pesce, you got Yanni Hakanpa, I believe. I don't know how to pronounce his last name. Alexander Romanov, and then Thomas Harley. You also got Henry Yokiaru to finish out the defensive pairings. Taking a look at the goalies, you got Jeremy Swayman and you got Otter Silvos. Both are really good, really young. As you can see, Jeremy Swayman's got all those abilities. Can he perform up to his overall? Can he be that guy for us? We really hope so. I think he's going to be the key to a successful season. But that is the NHL lines. We could go through the AHL lines real quick just to show you what exactly we got down there. Not as good as it was last season. You got Samuel Fagimo. You got Hellenius, the young guy, the young rookie that we got with the 4th overall draft pick. You got Alexander Nylander. You got Wade Allison, Ryan Suzuki, Roby Yerventi. You got Kansterov. You got Jack Stanika, and you got Hunter McCown, and then Justin Gill, Jack Finley, and William Barnacow. Taking a look at the defense, you're looking at Adam Ginning, Connor Timmins, Cole McWard, Marcus Niemelainen. You got Josh Mahora, and then you got Brady Lyle. And then for the goalies you got Jacob Ingham, and then you got Zachary Edmond. I'm really bad with names. If you haven't noticed by now, it's probably one of the worst things you ever heard in your life. But let's see how we do in this sim. Remember some of the owner goals that I could show you here. We have to trade for a top 6 forward. We have to improve the top 6 forward group. We have to improve the top 4 defenseman group. We also got to win on a regular season home opener. We got to excel 90% of our available sweeps this year, and then we need more club seats. So with the sweeps, let's go ahead and change that real quick. Set the prices. We're going to lower that and make it buyer friendly. So it's at 216, 224 is the normal number. We're even going to go down to 215. It's fine. 215 is fine. We'll go 215. But we're going to change that to see if we can get that goal. And now let's jump into the sim. We'll do all the way to the trade deadline. Take a look at the standings as we go throughout, and then we'll take a look at the stats at the trade deadline and see where we're at. And maybe we'll even go look for some trades midway through, depending on how we're doing, because we want to compete. That's our owner goal, so we got to make sure we're competing early and as often as possible. So let's jump into the sim. Let's do the first month, see where we're sitting, and see if we need to go make a trade earlier than later. Fields, we did not win our home opener. We lost our home opener. We're 0-2. 0-3. Gavrikov for a first and a third. Gavrikov would be interesting. I think he's a left-handed defenseman, though. I think he's left-handed. Yeah, he's left-handed. We're going to hold off for now. He fits the system. We'll probably go get him later on, but right now we're going to hold off because we want to get somebody on that right side. That right side is the weak side. So we're 1-4, not looking too hot for contending or competing. 1-5, 2-6, 2-7. We are 2-8 after a month of month into the season. After a month, we are 2-8. Is there a change we can make? Let's try something before we make a move. Let's go to our roster moves before we actually go make a trade. Let's just call somebody up. Let's see what the defensemen are looking like. They look actually pretty solid. I don't know if I want to make any changes there. Maybe make some line changes. Let's see what the head coach wants to do. We're going to do a preferred lines and see if he switches some things up. Kako is looking really good with an 84 overall. We just tried to switch things up. He didn't really do much, so we're going to leave it as is. Let's go ahead and sim another month. If it's more of the same, we're going to have to make a change. We're going to have to make a change if it's more of the same. As a GM, either go get a player or we're going to have to call somebody up that's performing well in the AHL. We're going to have to make a change. So 2-8. And we lose again. Steven Stamkos, I am not happy with the team's performance. Of course not. Neither am I, Steven. Okay, how could we fix it? I agree. I'm not happy either. I thought I could improve our team, make a coaching change. Give me a few days. I don't even know if there's something out there where we could improve the
6 forward group. Is there going to be a player out there? Let's promise to get a top 6 forward. I don't want to get rid of the coach. We just got it. All right, we got 2 weeks, so we're going to simulate 2 weeks, and then we're going to go look for a trade. All right, so let's sim 2 weeks. So the second is when it happened. So we got to stop the simulation before we get to the 16th. We'll stop it even before the 15th. All right, stop this. All right, perfect. All right, now I'm going to go see if we could find a trade, and then I'll pick it back up. All right, so we looked throughout the whole trading block. We looked left, we looked right, we looked up, we looked down. We could not find too much, but there was Andre Burakovsky, who is on the trading block. 2 years left, 5.5 mil for a first, and then we have to do something. So we are going to accept this trade. Yokiaru is going to be sent down. We're okay with that. So welcome to the, we didn't go after Bjorkstrand because we don't know what Burakovsky does. Welcome to the team, Andre Burakovsky. That handles our top 6 improvement for the season that we need to do. So let's go to edit lines. Let's see what kind of changes come about this. He actually jumps into that second line. Taco jumps to the 4th. I really don't like that. Brock Besser, I like Kako on that second line, but now we got Burakovsky on that second line with Colton and Taylor Hall. You got Stamkos, Dvorak, and Rantanen. You got Johansson, Pinto, and Besser. You got Kako, Kunin, and Torchenko. Taking a look at the defensive pair because we did send Yokiaru. I thought we did actually in the end. He is on that third pair. So I thought he was the one that was sent down. Apparently he didn't get sent down. I wonder who got sent down instead. But it wasn't Yokiaru, so he's still with the team. We are 5-11-1. We're gonna simulate to the end of this month. See how we are at that time. We made an improvement to the top 6, technically. I think technically. But we still got to worry about the top 4 goals. So let's see what he says. Stamkos is very happy we kept our promise. I promised you, Stamkos, and we will keep our promise. So his morale is going to go up. Actually, it didn't even go up at all. That was a waste of time. At least it didn't go down. Johansson wants more ice time. So let's persuade him because we're not giving him more ice time. He's a team player, but I do think minutes a night. It's not my call, so I gotta disagree. It's not for me to decide. Not for me to decide, man. I gotta disagree. We just talked. We just talked 2 minutes ago. No way this is getting prompt again. Alright, perfect. We trust the process. We already got Burakovsky. What do you need? A top 4? We already made a trade. Wait until the trade deadline at least. Alright, 6-11. So far, so good. Been a good ad. 3 wins in a row. 3 wins in a row. It's looking good. We lost 7-5 there, but we're 5-1 in the last 6. And we won again. 11-12-1. We listened to our buddy Steven Stamkos, and it has helped out so far. So looking at the Pacific, you got the Oilers at the top with the Golden Knights, Kraken, Sharks, and Ducks to finish out the top 5. You got the Jets, Avalanche, Blues, Blackhawks, and Wild, top 5 in the Central. You got the Atlantic, you got Senators, Canadians, Lightning, Maple Leafs, Bruins to finish out the top 5. We are 7th. We are on the rise. That's a good thing. The Metro has the Devils, the Penguins, the Rangers, the Caps, and the Islanders for the top 5. So let's sim this month. Can we keep it rolling? It's been a good ad so far. Burakovsky's been a good ad so far, and it's continued to roll. We just lost the last 2. I said I spoke too soon. I spoke way too soon. Oh, 3 in a row. 4 in a row. Oh my God. I spoke way too soon. All right, we finally got one. Curtis Lazar is an interesting one. Curtis Lazar, bottom 6 help. Doesn't fit the scheme though. Sorry, Curtis, you can't come on the team. You can't come on this great team that's 14-8-1. 14-19-1. I said 8. We had 14-18-1. 16-21-1 was the owner goal. Still need to upgrade the top 6. We still need to upgrade the top 4. Well, we already upgraded the top 6, so we don't need to do that again. We are 16-21-1. What is happening in the AHL? 16-18-1. Let's see if we can make a change. Let's go see it in the AHL. Where are we struggling? That's the question. Let me look at the team stats real quick. We're not going to go through the whole league yet. We just want to look at the team stats. Where are we struggling? Goals for. We are top 5 in goals for. So it's not goals for. Goals against. We are the worst team in goals against right now. We are the worst team in goals against. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to make a change at defense, or even look at the trade block to see if there's a defender out there. Let me see if we got anything in-house real quick by going to the player stats, switching to the AHL, and taking a look at who is performing down there. Hellenius is having a good season, as you can see there. Timmins has 21 points, a -3, 79 overall. Who is the weakest D on our team right now? Who is performing the Pesci has a -12. That line 3 is disgusting. It's -2 to the overall. We gotta make a change. We gotta make a change there. Let's go see what's on the block. Let's see if I can find a trade. If not, I'm just gonna pick it back up with the sim. But I'm gonna go take a look right now. All right, so here we are. We got Connor Murphy. He's 83 overall, 6'4", 212. Fits the third pairing. That's huge. Fits the third pairing. Do we have a trade for him? So none with the normal fine trade. With an open block, no trade. That's a tough hit. Let me continue searching. Let me see if we have something out there. All right, so there was nothing out there for trade. So we're back in the sim menu. We just gotta hope for the best at this point. We have no answers. Maybe we do just call somebody up, just to try to spice some things up. Let me see, go to roster moves, but who could we call up? Because I think we're gonna have to send somebody down as well. Who do we want to call up is the question. For defenseman. It's gonna be a defenseman. Or maybe even a more two-way center. So Anderson's the one that was sent down. He's a two-way forward. He wasn't really helping out. Danica is a two-way forward. Can he spice things up? He's really good on that fourth line, it looks like. So let's call him up. We gotta actually make some NHL type of things. Don't want to send down Denisenko. Luke Kunin, what is he looking like? He doesn't really fit that line. Let's send down Bastian. So let's send down Bastian. He doesn't need to be there. He could be placed on waivers. And we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We got 7 there. So we want to call up two guys. We want to call up a forward. We want to call up a agent. We could send Stanley down. Let's send Stanley. Let's call up Timmins. We're gonna call up Timmins, and then we're gonna go to the forwards. We're gonna go back to center. We're gonna call up Studnicka. All right. So best AHL lines. So we'll change that. Let's go to edit lines in the NHL. Go to preferred lines. All right, so this is the AHL. This is what they're rocking with. Fagimo, Hellenius, you got Bastian, Nylander, Suzuki, Anderson. Then you got your Venti, Finley, McCown, Allison, Gill, and Passion. And then for defense, you got Stanley, you got Ginning, you got McWard, Mahora, Nimalainen, and then Lyle. Let's go to the AHL. We already know who the goalie is there. So let's go to the NHL. Let's do preferred line. So you got Burakovsky. You got the same top 6. You got Kunin, Kakko, and Torchenko. And then you got Johansson, Pinto, and Besser. So I called up Stud to see if they would play him, but apparently he will not play him. Thought we could improve this fourth line a little bit, but we can't make a change. We can't make a change. They did change something here. Timmins goes to that second line. That third line looks a little bit better. Hopefully we get a trade though. Hopefully we get a trade later on, because that's what we really want at the end of the day, is to improve that top 4 defensive pairings. So let's jump into the save. Let's see how the sim. Let's see how we do after a month. Right now, 16, 21, and 1 is not going to cut it, as you could tell. So let's go to the 1st of February. Hopefully, win right away, so that's good. Shake some things up. We get a win. We lost 2 straight, though. We lost 2 straight. Who is Zub? Who is Zub? If he's pretty decent, who is Zub? 78 overall, top 4 defenseman, plus 13. Defensive defenseman, that's good. Right-handed, fits the second pairing. Do we accept this? We get a second. We give up Colton, which I'm not mad at. I wouldn't be too mad at that. But the issue is we'd be taking a risk, because we don't know how good this guy is. He looks like he's getting top 6 minutes, I can tell you that, with top 4 minutes, with 21 minutes a game, and he's got a plus 13. Got to shake things up. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right, so what are the new lines after that trade? We simmed a few games, so they already set the lines, obviously. And he gets injured right when we trade for him. Look at that. So Pinto's on that second line. I like that. The lines look a lot better. Studnicka got that fourth line looking a lot better. That third line's looking solid. The second line's looking really good with Pinto now up there. So I think that was a good trade. Zub was probably top 4 minutes. I don't know, since they had to move something down, right? No. We traded for one person, so I don't think. Who do we got at Zub? So Timmins and Zub are both. So we lost them both. Hopefully it's not for too long. Let's go back to the sim a month ahead, see where we are. Hopefully our owner changes. We're not doing so hot. We're not doing so hot at all. We are definitely not a contender at this point. All right, we won there. Lost. Yeah, I know that. I need more time. Please give me more time. All right, so do we have to trade for somebody in a? I don't think so. I said give me more time. We're gonna risk it. I don't think we have to trade for somebody. Yeah, you better be sorry. We're losing right now. Let's persuade him. I don't want to take a shot at him. 85 overall, looking good. All right, perfect. My vote of confidence helped out. So they fired a head coach, Cameron Walters. Don't matter to us. All right, come on, boys. We need some wins. 24 and 26, not that bad. Let's go. Everything worked out. Everything worked out. I love it. I love it. Do we look at goalie? We just signed Jeremy Swayman for 6 years, and he's my favorite goaltender. And spitting here. Do we look at goalie? He fits the defensive pairing 1. We don't. Come on, boys. We need some wins. Come on. Matthew Hughes got fired. Christian Dvorak for 2 seconds. So even though it would put Pinto on that, we are going to be a buyer at the trade deadline. So we'll look at where we are after this, but we're not that bad. So Dumba, let's see if we could go get Dumba. We're going to do a fine trade. Nothing. Open block. Nothing. We can't get him. Let's go to fine trade because we could check if these guys fit the scheme and the system while we're in fine trade, and it won't kick us back when they do make a trade. Jacob Dvorak, are you related to our boy Christian? I don't think so. Let's see if we can find a defensive defenseman or even a two-way. Well, I'm just going to show you the highlights of the trade deadline. I think it would be crazy to have you sit here because it's a long process. So I'll just show you the highlights, any highlights we have, and then we'll go over all the trades at the end. But we're going to look for a defensive defenseman. We're going to look at all our options out here. We'll see what we have. Hopefully we can find somebody. We're going to look at Matheson and Gavrikov. We'll actually stay here for now. So we want Burakovsky and Kalenius. No, thank you. Not happening. Do we have a normal trade? No, we do not. Gavrikov, normal trade? Nope. No trade found for him either. And I don't think there's anybody else. So like I said, we're going to pick it up later on. We're just going to get the highlights of the trade deadline. Alright, so here we are for one trade. Nick Perbitz. He's a right-handed defenseman, 6'2", 191. Looks solid. Top 4 defensive pairing fit. We're going to trade for him. We're going to see if that helps out the defensive core a little bit. So let's go ahead. We got 2/3 that we're going to send over to the Sharks for him. So that's one trade. We might not be done. We're going to look around and see if there's something else. Maybe even a bottom 6 type of forward that could help with the defensive side of things that we could replace in that bottom 6. But we'll pick it back up if we find it a bit. Alright, so we got another trade we're going to do. We're going to send a 2nd round pick to the Philadelphia Flyers for Alexander Wenberg. So Timmons is going to get sent down. That's fine for now. We're probably going to change that. We'd rather have Timmons up. Actually, we might not need him now, actually. But I think that's going to be it for the trades. If something comes up, I'll pick it back up. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be it. I'm going to see if something crazy comes up. But we're not going to just have you sit here. So I'll pick it back up if there's another trade. If not, we're going to jump back into it and show you the new lines, see some of the changes in the NHL, maybe some of the stuff from the AHL. We got to go over the stats, the standings, all that good stuff, and we'll pick it back up then. All right, so here we are with the final from the trade deadline. Not much at the top half, just a few picks. Looks like a pick trade was in there with Arizona and Philadelphia, 2nd and 3rd. I don't see anything else. Oh, that must be from the top trade. Trying to make sense of it. Yeah. So that's from the top trade. Dermott at 3rd and at 4th. Go to Arizona for a 2nd and 3rd. We got Alexander Wenberg, like we talked about, for a 2nd. Cassian moved for Glendening, who went to the Montreal Canadiens, as you can see with a couple of picks attached. Kulikov went to Minnesota. Martin Jones, it looks like, went to Buffalo in that trade in the 4th and 6th. Dante Fabro and Alexander Carrier went to the Vancouver Canucks for a 2nd and a 3rd. We got Perbitz, as you know, for the 2 third-round picks. Joakim Kemmel in a 4th went over to Chicago for Allen, a 3rd and a 3rd. a second-round pick, and Connor Murphy went to Seattle for Grubauer in a third. Daniel Sprong in a fifth went to Florida for Casper Putio and a third-round pick. Travis Konechny went to the Nashville Predators for UC Saros and a second-round pick, so that's a massive deal. Gavrikov and Tanner Pearson went to Minnesota, and Montreal got a second, and Bankier. A second-round pick in Noah Warren went to Hurricanes for Jordan Staal, a seventh and a second. Alexander Kerfoot and Eric Johnson went to the Blues with a fourth-round pick for Bennington and Brian Bartkowski. So big trade there. Killington and Tenorti in the fifth went to the Kings for Canelli, Dvorak, and a fifth-round pick. So those are your trades from the trade deadline. A couple big trades there. They're going to see they're going to pop up again. Saros, Konechny in a second. Eric Comrie. What does Eric Comrie look like? 75 overall. We're not going to do that. All right, so let's get to the first of the month. Boom. We passed both our goals. We got 100,000 in funding. We got 30, 30, and 3. So let's take a look at the standings. Let's take a look at all the stats. See where that has us. So 30, 30, and 3. We are in 8th place, 63 points, 71 points for one of the wild card spots. How about the other wild card spot? We got to go to the Metro for that. 69. So 71 and 69. We got 63 points. We're not that far out. 30, 30, and 3. We got to go on a nice little win streak. Let's take a look at the entire league. New Jersey Devils have 92 points. They are the league leader right now. Winnipeg Jets with 86. Then you got the Lightning, Seattle Kraken, Toronto Maple Leafs, Vegas Golden Knights, Edmonton Oilers, Los Angeles Kings. You got the Ottawa Senators there, New York Islanders, New York Rangers, San Jose Sharks. Wow, the Sharks in a playoff spot is amazing to me. Colorado Avs right there out of a playoff spot right now. Chicago Blackhawks out of a playoff spot. You got the Panthers in a wild card spot. The Calgary Flames there. St. Louis Blues, Pittsburgh Penguins, Boston Bruins just out of a wild card spot. Buffalo Sabres, Montreal Canadiens, Washington Capitals, Hartford Whalers ourselves, Arizona Coyotes, Nashville Predators, Vancouver Canucks, Anaheim Ducks, Minnesota Wild, Columbus Blue Jackets, Dallas Stars, Carolina Hurricanes, Detroit Red Wings, and the Philadelphia Flyers being the last place team. And I'm surprised by the Red Wings. They haven't grown a little bit. Take a look at the player stats. You got Mikko Rantanen being a great pickup in the offseason, leading the team in points. Steven Stamkos right behind him with 75. Burakovsky being a great addition with 61 points. Taylor Hall with 59 and 59 games. Christian Dvorak with 44 and 54 games. Kakko with 42 and 63. Spencer with 35 and 63. Taking a look at the defensemen. Our leading defenseman is Brett Pesci with 21 points. Taking a look at the goalies. 896 for Jeremy Swayman, a 350 goals against average. You got a 299 and a 907 for Artur Silvos. Taking a look at the league leaders in the whole league. I'm going to go all the way to the top here. Jack Hughes in 62 games has 100 points. You have Austin Matthews with 96. Brad Marchand with 95. He's now with the Seattle Kraken. So Brad Marchand no longer a Bruin with the Seattle Kraken. Taking a look, you got Kevin Fiala with 90. You got Alexander Barkov with 88. Matthew Tkachuk with 87. Sam Reinhart with 86. Now on the Chicago Blackhawks, by the way. Jesper Bratt with 86. Zibanejad with 85. Nathan McKinnon with 84. Leon Draisaitl with 84. Connor McDavid with 84. Claude Giroux with 84. Connor Bedard with 82. Taking a look at the defenseman, the leading defenseman in the league right now is Morgan Riley with 70. Seth Jones with 63. Roman Josi with 61. And Alex Pietrangelo with 59. Devin Taves with 56. Taking a look at the goalies. Your winning leader is Phoenix Copley with 32 for the Devils. The save percentage goes to Igor Shesterkin with 917, followed by Marc-Andre Fleury. And then the goals against average goes to Igor Shesterkin once again with a 281 and 283 for Logan Thomas right behind him. Take a look at the rookie skaters. The leading point getter for rookies is Yuri Kolic, followed by Matt Coronado, who was the AHL leader last year, if you remember from the previous episode. Brent Clark. Macklin Celebrini, the rookie, only has 33 points in 63 games. Yep, 33 points in 63 games. Rookie goalies, you got Solgaard, who's got an 897 save percentage, 342 goals against. Ellaby, who's got a 907 and a 294, so he's performing pretty well. So you got your rookie goalies there. But that's the stats in the AHL. Let's go to the NHL. Let's go to the AHL. Let's see if one of our guys is up here. We're actually going to go to our team first. So Burnaby Aces, Hellenius, the rookie, has 52 points in 63 games, so performing really well. Suzuki has 43 and 63. Mahora has 38 and 55. Taking a look at the goalies, Ingham has been the only goalie to see starting time, apparently, or maybe it's just broken. 47 games played, that makes no sense. Yeah, we got more than 47, we got 63. So I don't know where the other, oh, that's because we have the minimum games on. So let's turn that off. Now looking at the goalie, we got Edmund, who has 17. Both at an 800 save percentage, 889 and an 898 and an 893 from Evan Fitzpatrick. Taking a look at the league leaders, got 87 from Walker Duher there. Elite potential, looking really good. 27 years old though. He's a little older. You got Rutger McGroarty, I believe. You got Winterton, you got Sebastian Aho, you got Vladislav Nemestikov. Oh my god, am I butchering names? Oscar Beck, you got Del Bellis, you got Holmstrom there, you got Jansen. Take a look at the goalies. Bladar's leading league in wins. Taking a look at the rookies. You got Michael Brzgala, 6'5", 207, 59 points in 65 games. Hellenius is there. He's the 6th in points for rookies. Definitely not performing his best. Matthew Savoy is the leader right there. They're 26, 34, and 3. So I just assume they're not going to make the playoffs. So we're not even worried about them. But that's it. That's the changes. We're going to show you the lines real quick before we end this video. I'll show it again next video. But the lines to finish out after the trade deadline, head coach preferred lines. You got Steven Stamkos, Christian Dvorak, Mikko Rantanen, you got Burakovsky, Pinto, and Johansson. You got Torpchenko, Kunin, and Besser. You got Kakko, Stanika, and Hall. Where's Wenberg? Is he injured? Defensively, you got Zub, you got Akanta, Romanov, you got Harley, you got Alexiak. Where is the two guys I traded for? Where is the two guys I traded for? Are they not even in the N right now? Alright, he's going to get called up. Alright, we got to move some stuff around. Who's going to get placed on waivers? Not Torpchenko, not Denisenko, not Kunin. Herbex is already up, so we don't have to worry about him. Do we send down Timmins? Put him on waivers? We got to send down somebody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We got 8 defensemen here, and one of these guys got to go down. Do we send down Tampa? All right, he's a plus 18, so he's been really good. A plus 1 in 3 games, 19 minutes time on ice. We're gonna send down Timmins. All right, and now we could go to in the system. Let's go to our centers. Let's get Wenberg up. Best lines in the AHL. We gotta go to the NHL. So let's see what that does to the lines real quick. Alright, so the new lines, you got Stamkos, Dvorak, Rantanen, you got Burakovsky, Pinto, and Johansson, you got Torpchenko, Wenberg, and Besser, and then you got Kakko, Kunin, and Hall. That is the new setup for the lines. Defensively, you got Pesci, Zub, and Hakanpah. You got Harley, Alexiak, and Romanov. So the guy we traded for didn't even crack the lineup. You got Jeremy Swayman there in Silvos. Jeremy Swayman at 87 overall. You got Denisenko, Perbix, and Studika as the healthy scratches right now. But that's the lines. We are here with 30, 30, and what was it, 8? Was it 8? We are 30, 30, and 3. 30, 30, and 3. Going into March. Hopefully we can start winning some games. We got a month and a half left, a month and a quarter basically. We got 19 games left. Can we find a way to make the playoffs? Hopefully we can. Hopefully we can. But that's going to do it for this video. I'm probably going to continue recording and drop the other video in the future. But that's going to do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed the content. Like I said, this is just simulation. We haven't really messed with playing the games. We might watch some games towards the end of the season and in the playoffs if it comes down to it. But I'm hoping that you're enjoying the content. If you are, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, leave a comment, hit that notifications button so you can get all the videos. But I am Nefarious. I am out of here, and you have a great day.